are back on the TimeShot server. Welcome back. Now, this is my first recording on the TimeShot server in ages. As you guys can see, before I left for PAX, I did manage to level this whole entire area. Unfortunately, I didn't get to record episodes for last week, and I so apologize because I just sort of ran out of time. I thought I was doing really good, but it came down to the wire, and I just sort of totally ran out of time. I've managed to blend in it over here and here. I mean, it looks a little frumpy, but it's still pretty blended in, I think. This looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this area right here. It works. But back here, I don't know. I still haven't blended in that area because I'm not sure how it's gonna look. And there's a witch I can hear right around here. Let me see if we can hear her. Oh, that was my stomach. I don't hear her. Maybe she despawned. Forever she was just hanging out here. I managed to put down the footpath for some of the wall here. The pattern. That's about as far as I got. I didn't blend in back here either. There's bad stuff right over there. Look at all the bad things! Bad things! I can't shoot you because I suck at shooting with bows. So I don't really know what I'm going to talk about today. I know that I'm sick. I got back from PAX last Thursday, and I was fine. I was very sad because I missed Poet, but I was fine. I wasn't sick or anything. And then the very next day, my throat hurt a little, and then it was just there from there. I was sick. So that is my time right here. But I didn't get to do a lot of things that I wanted to. I didn't get to vlog because I explained in my actual vlog last Sunday, which was yesterday, that I spent most of the time basically just enjoying being in Boston with Poet. And it was a little hard too because at times we were with a bunch of other people. So I felt sort of guilty that we didn't get to spend more time with people. Like the first night we got there and everybody went out to dinner. Everyone went out to dinner to hang out that very first night we were there, Thursday night. And Poet and I stayed back. We stayed in the hotel room and we got some sushi and we hung out by just the two of us. So I feel like we sort of were antisocial within the group. And then when we were with the group, we were sort of just all sort of clingy and lovey-dovey to each other. So like the entire trip, it was mostly Poet and Wyn are just that couple. And I felt super bad. Another time, it was probably the second night of PAX. We were like, well, you know, everybody parties the last night of PAX. So what we should do is we should spend Saturday night by ourselves and go out to dinner. And then we can spend Sunday night with everybody when we all go out and party. And that was our plan, and it was a really good plan. We went out to dinner. We had some really expensive dinner. It was so nice. I got to dress up a little bit. And so then we came back and found out that they were still gone. And Tort and his brother came back shortly after we got home, but Code and Fabe didn't get home till like 3 in the morning. And it sort of really killed our plans to go out the next night because we went out the next night and everybody's partying and all of our friends want to go home to bed because they didn't get enough sleep. And it was really disappointing. I was so upset and disappointed and let down feeling because all of our friends were basically, you know, I can't really blame them because they were basically hanging out with people that they really looked up to and they didn't want the night to end. But it just, I feel really disappointed. I was very disappointed. I was so upset that then we didn't get to party the last night. I'm not really somebody who parties, so I really look forward to hanging out and partying and letting loose with all my friends. And when that didn't happen, I was so disappointed. Like, okay, the very last night of Minecon was the same way too, and everybody partied, and it was amazing, but we were all rested. And have that I never go out. I never go out here when I'm at home. I don't really have friends, so I was just really, really, really looking forward to that, and I was so disappointed. You know, it's just like something that you've been looking forward to for like all year, and just to have it taken away, not because of you, but because of somebody else, was so, I was so down. I was so upset. You could ask Poet. I was so upset and mad at those guys, but I couldn't really blame them because they had fun and they didn't understand that the last night was going to be a party night. And it was huge too. Like, we got to where the party was and everybody was there. Like Super Mary Face was there and Cinnamon Toast Ken and oh my goodness. So many Twitch people were there. I was so excited to be there. Ori was there. I got to give Ori a hug finally because I didn't see her all of PAX. And then I ran into her at the very end and she was very excited to see me there. She's like, I didn't even know you were here. And I was like, I know. I was sort of everywhere. And then we had to leave because our friends were tired and miserable and wanted to go home. And it stunk so bad because it was just like, we could have stayed there. I realized we could have stayed there by ourselves, but I wanted to hang out with my friends and party with my friends. And I felt like they were party poopers. But, you know, it's just, as much as I was mad at them, I could honestly see their side of the story too. So I can't stay mad at them. I can still be upset that the night didn't go as planned, but I'm not going to forever be mad at them because that would just not be fair. Okay, do I have more dirt? I do. Okay, so let's put away some of this andesite because I don't need... Thank you, that's great. So after that, the next day we switched apartments and we basically we had two sets of apartments. Me, Poet, Tort and his brother, and Code and Fave had one apartment. And Anasia, Fultron, his wife, and Lofty had another apartment. And what happened is after most of everybody went home, it was just me, Poet, Fabe, and Anasia. And we all basically just went over to Anasia's apartment because it was in sort of a quieter area. And that's where we went. And we planned on the first day just relaxing and the second day going out and exploring Boston. But when the second day came around, Poet had been sick the entire night before. Like he was up all night with a fever, just sweating and tossing and turning and so sick that we didn't end up going anywhere the second night there. Well, it wasn't the second night. It was more like the second night at the new apartment. It was Tuesday because we were going home Thursday. But Tuesday we were going to go and explore Boston, but it was rainy and cold and gross and Poet was sick. So we basically had a second day just laying around the house and doing nothing. And then the next day after that, we wanted to explore Boston, but we sort of were in a disagreement about what we were going to do because I wanted to go see the aquarium, but Anasia had already seen the aquarium, so she wasn't really interested in that. Well, we wanted to do something as a group, basically. And so then the next thing was like, well, what about the Natural History Museum? And Fabe wasn't into that, so that wasn't a thing. So what we ended up doing was basically aimlessly wandering around Boston. We didn't actually end up anywhere. We just walked around for several hours. It was kind of a waste, but you know, it was a bonding thing, so I can't be too upset. I mean, I would have liked it better if we had a destination or if we went and actually saw something or did something together, but I think we were all pretty much just done vacationing at that point. And then I feel really bad too because Poet is still vacationing with Fabe and they're in New York currently. They'll be home Wednesday. And he's just kind of getting burnt out. I can sort of tell by his text because he's just so tired of walking all the time. He's not a very active person. He usually spends a lot of time. Oh, hi. How you doing? I heard you. Oh, you hurt me too. You and your mighty shovel. He's not used to really getting this much activity. He's used to spending most of his time at home, relaxing or recording. So like this much walking for him is just insane. It's not insane. I mean, he could do it fine, but it's not something he's physically used to. And he's getting drained, I can tell. And I love his face. And he's just such a sweet, sweet person that he doesn't want to say anything to Fabe. But so he lets Fabe drag him all over Dodge. You know, I gotta remember that my reach is a lot farther than I think it is. Like, I don't have to get as close to the Zambles to hit him with my sword. So he's with Fabe in New York, and Fabe wants to go to all the places, and it was pretty cool, I guess, for him because they've seen dinosaurs in museums and stuff. I kind of wish we'd gone to a museum in Boston. I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't, and I let them talk me out of that because I feel like I should have seen something more in Boston. Something epic, and I didn't. So I didn't really do anything other than go to PAX. I didn't play a lot of games at PAX because, like, okay, the first day, what did we do the first day? The first day we went to the panel and we saw the keynote speaker, right? And he was so boring. Like, he was basically playing his favorite games. It was supposed to be a game. He was a game developer. And he was, like, basically playing a bunch of games like, these are games that I like. And this is what. And this is a level I like. And this is cool. Watch me play this game. And he basically sat there and played a game. And I was so tired because we got there at, like, 8 in the morning. And by the time the presentation had happened, it was, like, 11 o'clock. And I was so tired that I fell asleep on Poet's shoulder during the keynote speech. And then after that, I was super excited because it was Acquisition, or the guy from Penny Arcade. And they basically did a Q&A. And it was so cool seeing them live. I was so fangirling. So we did that. What else did we do? And then after that, we went and got lunch because I was hungry. And then I think, what was I going to go do? I was trying to find somebody. I got separated. From the guys. Oh, I know. I was looking for Matt from Beam, and I heard he was at the Minecraft booth. So I went to the Minecraft. I turned to Poet. I said, I'm going to the Minecraft booth, you know, like thinking he'll come get me. And so he's like, okay. And so I run to the Minecraft booth where I missed him. Matt left. So I sat there because I didn't know where Poet and Fabe and Code were, because it was I told Poet where I was so he could come find me, and I didn't know where they were. So I'm sitting there waiting, and then finally I text everybody like, have you guys seen Poet? Like, oh, he's on the floor. I was like, I know, but it's huge. I don't know where he is, and I'm in a place where he knows where I'm at. And I text Code, and Code doesn't answer. So I'm so upset because I've been sitting there for basically like 30 minutes. So finally, I'm just start wandering around the expo hall by myself and looking at everything, which was really kind of sucky and lonely. I just basically looked at stuff and I didn't talk to anybody. It was really lonely. And then finally I texted T-Love, which is a friend of mine. He's a fellow Beam streamer. And I was like, my friends abandoned me. And he's like, oh, you're all by yourself. Well, I'll come get you. You can join my group. And I'm like, sweet. That's cool. So I went up by the doors to wait for him. And finally Code texts me and says, oh, I didn't get your text till just now. I was like, it's fine. You guys have fun. I'm going to wait for T-Love. And they showed up. They're like, no, we're going to come get you. So that happened. And then... So then it was shortly thereafter, I think it was time to go get dinner with everybody. So I didn't get to do much else with them guys because they'd already looked around the floor. And then the second day we got there, and the guys were waiting for me to get through the check line, the security line in the front, and I'd already gotten through. And I was actually on the expo hall floor before it even opened to the public because I had to do a Good Eye Gaming signing at the Minecraft booth. So, I was down there. They're like, are you almost through security yet? And I was like, dude, I'm already through. I've been through security, dude, I got this. So, what are we doing? I don't even know anymore. Is that clay? It's white stained clay. Let's get rid of that. Boop. That's wool. I need the wool. Where'd the wool go? Right here. Let me look. Oh my goodness, I'm so sick. Okay, so yeah, the second day, I was on the floor, the expo hall floor, and then they were like, oh, well, we can't get through. Can you come get us? So I went and got them. So I got them down in the expo hall earlier before it opened too. So the signing was pretty cool. We didn't get a lot of people show up. It was mostly people we already knew that showed up for the signing because I knew it was going to happen. PAX is more of an older crowd. They don't really know. Minecraft isn't really a big part of PAX, so I wasn't really expecting a whole lot. And then after that, we wandered around a bit. We got some lunch. I don't remember what we had for lunch. And then it was the TimeShot meetup, and Tapak, one of my viewers, one of my streams, he showed up for that. Actually, he showed up for the Good Eye Gaming signing too. That was pretty cool. But Tapak showed up for the TimeShot thing, and I was super geeked about that. Okay, so we gotta push this back, I think. Yeah, I think this needs to be pushed back and sealed off. Okay. Let's landscape a little. So the TimeShot meetup wasn't like the busiest thing ever. How does this go? I'm gonna... we ended up sitting down on the ground because we were all so tired. And, trying to figure out how this is gonna go. There. I'm okay with that. That should be good. Oh, maybe we gotta do the next level. Yeah, we ended up sitting down because we were so tired. And not a lot of people showed up. Which was kind of disappointing, but we kind of expected it. But we were hanging out with people like Pungence and VOO, and Kurt hung out with us a lot. Kurt is a friend of Anasta's, if you guys don't already know. And so that was kind of cool. Kurt's a pretty chill guy. We kept like joking around saying you totally invited TimeShot. And, you know, but he's not really into Minecraft so much. So, yeah. Don't expect that. It was a joke. It was kind of really cool hanging out with him, though. He's kind of a really chill guy. Can't really think of much else. I'm kind of like going all over the place with this sort of talk. I think I'm going to finish up this area right here, and then we're going to call this a day. Trying to think of anything else that happened, too. Oh, we went out to dinner with all of our friends before we went to that party last night, and it was kind of really cool. Honey came out with us. She hung out with us a lot. We went to a diner the day after PAX, too, and Fabe had his first diner experience. It was the cutest diner. We had this waitress that had the most Boston accent imaginable, and she was adorable, and she was sassy, and I loved her so much. She was so cool. So, that's good. Beautiful. Okay, let's seal this up. Because this thing has been a headache for me. I keep falling into it. It's so annoying. Okay, we need to seal it like 2 levels. There we go. Dead. Sweet. So I think that's where I'm going to call it a day. I might do a Q&A Friday this Friday. If you need to ask a question for it, you have to ask on the previous Q&A video. I do not answer questions that are tweeted to me or that are asked on other videos because it's just too hard to honestly keep track of. Oh my goodness. But I am really sick still. I still plan on recording like normal even though I can't breathe through my nose at all. I still plan on streaming because I missed you guys so much. It was so hard. It was so hard not streaming the entire week I was in Boston too because I periscoped a couple times, but I missed you so much. I missed recording. I missed interacting with you guys. So I'm looking forward to my stream tonight. It'll be a Grim Monday stream, I'm pretty sure. And I guess I'll see you guys then. Like, if you guys have liked this video, leave me some comments down below. I'll see you guys next time on the TimeShot server. Bye-bye.